Hello there, everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum version. In the last episode, we arrived here in the peaceful tranquility known as Floroma Town. Quite a contrast from the towns we've seen so far. And since we just arrived here, nothing better to do than just check out the place and see what's going on around here since we just got here. So without further ado, let's do just that. By starting off by talking to this lovely lady. Do you know about Gracidia flowers? They're given as bonkutes to express feelings of gratitude. Or bokutes. I don't know why I said bonkutes. Bokutes to express feelings of gratitude. It's a different tradition around these parts. Unfortunately, we do not have any business with this, so keep that in mind though. It's a fun fact. How about you, lady? Welcome to Floroma, the town of flowers, and more flowers. You just want some flowers of your own too. Yay for flowers! I like flowers too, lady, but calm down there. Although I can't lie. There are a lot of flowers here. Like, look at this. Look at all the beautiful flowers. Isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. They're all different colors too, and they're like nicely arranged and everything. This town's nice. If I lived here, I'd be okay with it. It'd be a pretty nice place to live. However, you two, you guys gotta stand out a little too much. Are we Team Galactic? Are we assigned here? Standing around among flowers, this doesn't seem all that cool. Hey now, don't complain. This is a pretty decent assignment. The bug and grass type Pokemon so creep me out. I don't like being here either. Okay, first of all, how dare you stand in the range of my Turtwig? I should have Razor Leafy right now. And second of all, this place is beautiful. How could... What the heck, man? You can't just say that. Look at this place. It's gorgeous. Messed up. Messed up. We're gonna get these guys out of here eventually. But for the time being, we can't really do anything with them. However, what we can do is check out this place over here. Pick a peck of colors... yeah, actually, I thought I misread that. No, I got that right. Pick a peck of colored flowers shop. Free berries available. Free berries? Don't mind if I do. Check the place out, shall we? Now, believe it or not, we actually can't talk to her over the desk. We have to talk to her like this, like a psychopath. Could you imagine if you went to a store and every time you just had to walk behind the bar, like walk behind like the stand and be like, hey, I want to buy something. Hello. Want to exchange your berries for some accessories? So this here is an interesting mechanic. We kind of heard a little bit about accessories before. However, we're not really talking about them for the time being. However, if you have yourself some overkill berries, like you have too many berries of some kind, you can trade them here for some accessories, and I don't really have anything I can trade for the time being, but I want to show it off nonetheless, because it's something to keep in mind. That's mostly all there is here, although it's a pretty nice looking shop, I can't lie. Trader, please water some berries using the spray duck watering can. You do want to talk to this girl though, because she will give you this, a key item, which as you're going to see here has like one of the greatest designs of all time. Look at this thing. It's a watering can for sure, but look at this. It looks like a side duck. You put the water where the head is, and it comes out the beak. If this is not the perfect watering can, I don't know what is. They need to make this real. Perfect marketing right there. A single berry will go into a plant that makes several berries. By planting one, there will be more and more berries in the world. I'll be help us spread more berries everywhere. And she gives you some berries to help along with this solitary mission, which honestly, I support. Which is why I'm going to be showing off this new over here. These here are berry trees, and by going up to a berry tree, you can actually pick off the berries from said tree, and take them with you. Get some orange berries over here, and we got ourselves some cherry berries over here. Not bad at all. I think I already talked about orange berries, but just in case I'll go over them again. Berries are items that help you in battle. You can give them to your Pokemon, they'll use them automatically when certain conditions are met. And in this case, the Orange Berry heals 10 of your HP when you hit yellow HP on your Pokemon, which is kind of handy. And also, the Ross Berry over here heals burns, a status inflicted we have not seen yet. And Cherry Berries are the exact same thing, but they heal paralysis, which can be useful depending on the battle. And it would only be wrong if we didn't plant some berries in return. You know, we took berries, so we may as well do the right thing and show off our new watering can. When you have some leftover berries, you can go ahead and go into your bag and pick one up the plant. In this case, I'll plant the Ross Berry. There we go, we put it into the soil. Now it's a little lump. We go over here once again and plant and water it, as you do with plants. And there, all happy. And now in due time, over the course of time, real time I should add, this plant will grow into another tree where you can harvest some more berries. So there is a legitimately, you know, plant growing in this game. It's kind of neat. I like it. Not a mechanic you see talked about too often though. It is a neat mechanic. And a good way to get some berries if you need them, because some berries are actually pretty useful. Some kinds of Pokemon appear only if they're attracted by the sweet scent of honey. We'll talk about that in the future. Oh boy, will we talk about that in the future. Pokemon must have an acute sense of smell. They can sense the aroma of honey from very far away. We'll be talking about this mechanic down the line, because it's going to become applicable soon. But trust me, it's a pretty infamous mechanic. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about that. But before we keep on moving on, how about we check out the Pokemon here? And since we got ourselves a gym badge, the Pokemon here is actually going to sell a little bit of different items than what it would sell before. Because you actually unlock more stuff in the Pokemon Centers and Pokemarts by unlocking gym badges. As you can see in this case, we can actually buy Super Potions from the Pokemart now, where before we can only buy potions, which is kind of handy. But more importantly, in my opinion, you can now finally buy repels from the store. They're a little bit expensive for the time being. However, being able to traverse terrain without, worrying about wild Pokemon is very handy. So it's not a bad thing to buy whatsoever. It's always handy to have a few on you in spare. And the second Pokemart worker here will, as usual, depending on what store you're in, will sell different things. We got ourselves some Bloom Mail here, which is an item that is mostly used for fun with friends. When you're trading Pokemon around, you can send each other messages and whatnot using the mail, but obviously I can't really show that off in this playthrough, so we're not going to worry about that too much, but it's a neat feature. We got the Heal Ball, which we've seen before, and a new Pokemon we haven't seen up to this point, the Net Ball, which is a Pokemon that works especially well against Water Pokemon and Bug-type Pokemon, which can come in handy, although it is noteworthy that this thing is actually rather expensive. It's 1,000 per ball, which at the time being is kind of expensive, and honestly, I'm not really catching any Pokemon in this variety for the time being, so I think I'll pass on it. But I want to show it off nonetheless, because, it is a new Pokeball. Would have been helpful if I had it when, we had a Magikarp, we were looking for Magikarp, but a little bit late. But believe it or not, for the time being, that's kind of all there is to Florida town, but that's not a bad thing. It's a nice, peaceful town. It's a little different than, the towns we've seen up to this point, so, it really does feel like a countryside town, and I kind of like that. But for the time being, we're going to move on to, actually no, this is the right side. Foroma Meadow ahead. Apparently there's honey available. I don't think that's what they're talking about when it comes this way, but we're going to head out of town over here to Route 205. And more berry trees. Got some Chestole berries. These are berries that heal your sleeping Pokemon. Once you get put to sleep and you're holding a berry, it'll heal you from sleeping. Not bad. And Pecha berries, which this will heal from poison. So this one, we basically got all the sass healing berries, which is not bad at all. I'll take it. And who are you, little lady? Help, help, trainer, please, I want to see my papa. My papa and I lived at the Valley Windworks, but then a whole bunch of people dressed like spacemen came. They kicked me out and they're making my papa do something. Please, trainer, I miss my papa. Looks like spacemen, huh? These guys look a little weird, spacemen. I think we know what's going on around here. We, Team Galactic, are conducting research in the Eterna Forest. This is as far as you will go. Our research involves catching Pokemon in the flowery meadows of Floroma. We're also currently stealing the energy of the Valley Windworks, but that's no concern to you. Thanks for telling me your amazing scheme. How about we go check it out? If it wasn't obvious, you can't progress any further until we take care of these bozos, so let's go over here to the Valley Windworks, which has these amazing 3D windmills. Technology, ooh, very fancy indeed. But more importantly, a free potion. I'll take it. And it looks like we're on the right trail here. Hey, buddy, open up. Don't you dare go into the Valley Windworks. I got ordered to keep everyone out if they're not part of Team Galactic. You give me a look that makes you think you're gonna try to get in. Okay, then you have to battle me for it. Fine with me. It works out better and faster for me this way, just beating you up. Well, and Meow, we've seen one of these before. Last time we saw Team Galactic, level 13 too, so big level difference from the last one. In fact, it's higher level than my Magikarp, wow. Alrighty then, in that case, not that this is gonna change anything, because, Magikarp literally cannot do combat for the time being. Manly, get in here and teach his cat a lesson. Actually goes for a unique move in Fake Out there. We're not gonna get to see the effect of Fake Out, but it's an interesting move where it only works on the first turn of Pokemon's in battle, but it guarantees that you flinch, which can be kind of annoying. But since I switched on my Pokemon, obviously it doesn't really matter. That could have been annoying. Razor Leaf keeps growling at me. If you want to get a Razor Leaf critical hit to ignore the growls, that'd be kind of cool. Also, I haven't praised it quite yet, but this battle theme, the Team Galactic battle theme, you're gonna be hearing it a lot for this game. And that's a very good thing, because it's a very fun battle theme. I like this theme a lot. Also, side note, I got that critical hit I was talking about. Thank you, Razor Leaf, very cool. Yeah, like I'm really supposed to win with a Pokemon like this. Hey! Don't get mad at the cat, get mad at yourself. Be nice. Isn't that just great, getting owned by some kid? But you can't do a thing if I lock myself in with the Windworks key. That's right, the other worker's key is not here. My coordinates in the Flower Patch are the only other one. In that sense, I'm no longer the loser. Ka-chunk! It's locked from the inside. How dare they? This is honestly probably the most tactical, smart thing a Pokemon grunt has ever done. Just locking the door and going, okay, how about we just, you know, don't let the kid through. However, he did let it slip that apparently his co-workers have the key that we're looking for. So don't worry there, little missy. I have a plan. And the plan is to go beat up more Team Galactic grunts, as you do. Go over here, and aha, they're no longer here. They must know I'm coming. And there they are. Enough arguing, hand over that sweet honey. Do as we say, Team Galactic will have that honey. We must have to attract Pokemon in great numbers. Hey, this kid is a witness. What do? We don't need the brat running off to get help. So it's simple, we ensure the brat stays quiet. Okay, Jesus, alright, sure. I'm not gonna, is honey really that expensive? Like, can we not just go to, like, a market and, like, buy it? You have to harass this old man for it or something? Okay, sure. Team Galactic, the most fearsome team of all, can't afford honey, and they have to threaten people for it. Team Galactic, baby! Another familiar Pokemon here was Stunky. We fought one of these last time we fought Team Galactic in Jubilife as well. Unfortunately, though, this thing's actually a poison type, which means it actually resists grass, so I'm gonna defeat this thing slowly with tackles. And by slowly, I mean, I hope it's still a 2-hit KO. It is definitely not a 2-hit KO. Okay. It keeps using Screech, though, which is actually kind of worrisome. It's lowered my defense quite a bit. I'm sure Turtwig will be fine. And use Screech a third time. I have absolutely no defense anymore. Please don't hurt me. Goes from focus energy. It's going to make it so it has a much higher chance to get a critical hit. However, I think it goofed because, yeah, it's gone. Okay, it could have potentially been scary, but just like a real skunk, it just kind of yelled at me and then ran and then disappeared. We'll take it, though. This is so lame. They're gonna dock my pay. I'm up next. Battling around to my core, weaken you gives me the edge. He didn't do any damage, but sure. If that's what you. If it makes you feel better, go for it. And he has a Zubat. This is gonna be a common theme with Team Galactic. A lot of the Team Galactic members have poison Pokemon, which is not great for me because Turtwig does not particularly like poison Pokemon. So not fantastic, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Astonish. A little bit of damage, not too bad. I'm really only worried that this thing has Wing Attack, which I don't think it even has a level 11. It does have Supersonic, though. Oh, great. My favorite status. Confusion! Yay! One of the most infamous in Pokemon. I think it's our first time getting hit by Confusion, so I guess I should explain it. I think it is our first time anyways. Confusion is an annoying status where you essentially get confused, and you have a 50-50% chance of actually attacking the opposing Pokemon. And if you don't get the 50-50, you hit yourself just like I did. Now, the good news is that when you hit yourself, you're only hitting yourself with a 30 power typeless move, so it's not the worst thing in the world to hit yourself. It doesn't do that much damage unless you have your attack, like, super raised. But, overall, not fun to deal with. Thankfully, we get out of Confusion. It can be very annoying if you get unlucky. Thankfully, though, we didn't get too screwed over by it. And there we go, taken care of. And who's the other Pokemon? Yeah, it's another Zubat. Okay, awesome. I do want to experience a Magikarp, though, so we're gonna do this. I do have some healing items on me, though, so if I really have to, I can heal up Turtwig again, but not great. Once again, another Zubat. I really wish I could find a Magikarp, but like I said before, we just can't for the time being, so Bentley, get back out here. Astonish once again. Does a little bit of damage, not too bad though. And I would be going for Razor Leaf here, but Zubat's actually a poison flying type, which means it actually like super resists my Razor Leaf, because both flying and poison are good against grass. And there's Supersonic. It wouldn't be Zubat without Supersonic. Alright, come on. Come on, Bentley, I believe you. You got this. Come on. Come on. This is my luck with Confusion in a nutshell. I have terrible luck. If you know me, in general, I have terrible luck. So Confusion is the bane of my existence in these games. Not really ideal to use my Super Potion, but we can buy more now the Pokemon. It's not that big a deal. And thankfully, this is before Leech Life. Actually, they got, got reworked into like a real move in the future Pokemon games, or else that would have really hurt. Hey, I actually attacked with Confusion for once. Okay, awesome. And it lives on a pixel of HP. Not ideal. Okay, come on. Don't hit yourself. You got this, I believe you too. Come on, I got crit. Come on. Thank you, okay. So far, not too bad. We'll see how this playthrough goes. Confusion is normally the bane of my existence, though. But on the plus side, we're getting very close to level 18. I want to personally get some tougher Pokemon. Ah, this rat's tough. Like, really, really tough. Tougher than I can put into words, and I know a lot of words. We're done for here. Let's get back to the Valley Windworks. Oh, what's this thing? I seem to have forgotten it. It's a works key. It must be for the Valley Windworks. It still used to be, so you may as well have it. I don't know why you're trusting a random 10-year-old you just met with a key to, like, an official building for, like, energy. But, hey, I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you. You surely saved me. These goons are trying to rob me of my sweet, sweet honey. They sure were weird, though. That's not how they were dressed. What they saying didn't make a whole lot of sense either. Oh, I need to thank you. This sweet, sweet honey. Go on, take a whole lot. And we get honey, which is apparently super valuable in this world, so hell yeah. It's a lot of honey on a sweet-smelling tree. Might attract Pokemon. So we heard from a couple down in the town that you can use honey on trees to attract Pokemon, and this mechanic is kind of infamous because let me just demonstrate first before we get into why it's infamous. So it's pretty simple. Whenever you see a yellowish tree like this, there will be a sweet, sweet scent in the air, and we can slather the bark with some honey if you want to. And by doing this, you will essentially set up a, I don't want to say a trap or bait, but like, you will essentially attract wild Pokemon to this tree, and this will happen over time in real time. So yeah, after a bit of time, you want to check up on the tree that you put the honey on, and you'll have a wild Pokemon show up. And there are some rare Pokemon that only show up via doing this tree, and the rarest of all is the Pokemon called Munchlax. And if I remember correctly, Munchlax is very unique among these Pokemon because it is a Pokemon that can only show up in like 3 or 4 trees in the entire game with this honey mechanic, and even more so, it is not the same trees every single playthrough. It is completely randomized whenever you start up a new playthrough, so getting your hands on a Munchlax in this game, and vice versa a Snorlax, is an absolute nightmare. And there was actually a point in like this planning of this playthrough where I was actually thinking about having a Munchlax/Snorlax until I remembered all the honey mechanics and how much gambling I'd have to do to actually get it onto my team, and I was like, you know what, actually, I think I'm okay on that. There's also another Pokemon I really like, which I used before on this channel, called Heracross, who you may be familiar with, who's also found only by this mechanic in this game. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the mechanic, like that game I actually used Heracross on my team, you can just find it by headbutting trees, which is a lot simpler. But I love Heracross, but I am not gonna go through the honey mechanics to get one of my favorite Pokemon. I am sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Although, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try, so I may as well use my honey on these trees while we can. I think he gives you like 10 honey for helping it. Let me see here. Yeah, he gives you 10 honey, so for the time being, it's not the worst idea to just try it out, you know? It doesn't hurt to try, but there's a lot of cool Pokemon that are kind of hidden behind these trees, and you have to get really lucky to find them, which is a bit of a shame, and I'm very thankful the honey mechanic is only in Generation 4, because personally, not a big fan. It's a unique mechanic, it's a cool mechanic, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm gonna be honest with you. That being said, though, we have the Windworks key now. It's time to show this guy what's what. It's locked from inside. I have the key. Ka-chunk. The door to the Valley Windworks has opened. Let's barge in, shall we? What? No way, you have the key? Well, the door is meaningless. I am the loser in this after all. This is no time for self-pity. I gotta alert the commander. We probably could have tried sneaking a little bit better, but he was waiting in front of the door. There's not much we could have done. So here we are in the Valley Windworks. I gotta say, the theme here for this area is oddly smooth. But listen to this. It sounds like we're really like sneaking into like some place we're not supposed to be. It's kind of cool, honestly. I like it quite a bit. However, we gotta get to the end. We gotta get to the end of this to find this girl's papa, shall we? Oi, this is no fun and games. This is proper work, I tell you. I don't know why, whenever I see the word oi, I just give someone an accent immediately. It's a fun word to say, though. I can't blame him. And he's got another Zubat, my favorite. Hooray! I love Zubat when I only have a grass set to fight with. Oh, Susano, once you get level 15 and learn Tackle like you're supposed to, life will change. Presumably. We'll see. However, this isn't the worst case scenario, because first of all, we get to listen to more Team Galactic, which is freaking great. But more importantly, I want my level 18. We're so close to leveling up. So, works for me. tackle, and that should do it. All right, cool. Now the question is, do we level up? This is a trainer battle, so we get a little bit more experience than usual. We are left at a freaking pixel. That's a Pokemon classic right there. Okay. Next battle then. You there, you were my unfortunate victim. Collect electricity from the Valley Windworks. That's our mission. I don't know why you're telling this to a random 10-year-old who's currently invading your mission, but sounds good to me. And he's got 2 Pokemon, which basically guarantees we're gonna get our level up like I want. Also, another Glammeow. They got Team Galactic just seems to have a thing for Glammeow, Stunkies, and Zubats. They love these Pokemon. Although I can't really blame them. I like Glammeow. I like its spinny tail. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of cats, though. I basically have 2 cats in my house, you know. I have a little bit of bias, you know. Just saying. More importantly, they'll go for the Razor Leaf. Hopefully it gets a one-shot, maybe. It's Razor Leaf. Super effective. Okay, that's super effective, but it's way more effective than Tackle. I can tell you that much. Go for the Razor Leaf one more time. Take a scratch to the face. No problem here, though. And there we go. Glammeow has been defeated. Process, we hit level 18 like I've wanted. Alright. And Stunky. I'll get the experience over here to good old Magikarp. It's what we do. Because Magikarp is also on a pixel to hitting its level up. Wow. Common theme here. The game is toying with me. It's like, oh, you want these level ups? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, shucks. Poor guy. Like, no, just give me it. Come on, man. We're so close already. Thankfully that missed. I did not feel like having to go heal my Pokemon from poison. And also it missed its Screech. Wow, this Stunky is just having a very rough day. Wow, I got Quick Lock too. This Stunky's having a really rough day. Everything luck related, it just went completely wrong for this Stunky. I feel kind of bad for it. It did hit me with Screech eventually, but it's a little late now, I think. And another Quick Lock just to add insult to the wound. Alright. Or add salt to the wound. This poor Stunky. And a crit! Oh my god, this Stunky was so unlucky. I am so sorry. I kind of bullied this thing. But you are the enemy, so can't get too complaining. And as you can see here, there's a reason I was talking about level 18 so much. What? Bentley is evolving! That's right, everybody. Our first evolution is our starter Pokemon, no less. Enjoy. Our Turtwig is now a Grottle. He's good. They grow up so fast. Look at him. Now, normally your starter Pokemon would have evolved a lot earlier, but in the case of Turtwig, Turtwig's a little bit special because Turtwig takes a while to evolve, but when it comes to evolving again after our second form, Grottle here, it's actually the fastest out of the 4 I almost said the 4 starters, the 3 starters. So, even though it took a while to get ourselves a Grottle, I think it was definitely worth it. I like Grottle quite a bit. It's a pretty cool turtle design. I like it. As you can see, its stats got a lot better as it evolved, and overall, pretty cool stuff. However, we're not here to gawk at our new evolved turtle friend. We're here to stop Team Galactic at whatever their nonsense they're trying to pull here. So what we're gonna do, heal up our good old Grottle, and step forward, because this girl over here looks a little bit more important than the other ones here, I'd say. I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait, that's one of our 4 commanders. My name is Mars. We've been trying to create a new world that's better than the last one. But people have shown little understanding about what we do. You understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we Team Galactic will leave. Alright, simple terms, I can agree to that, let's do it. This here is Team Galactic Commander Mars, who has a really good theme. Common theme with Team Galactic, good themes. She comes up here with a little 15 Zubat, poison flying type with the following moveset. In the case of me, Magikarp literally cannot hurt this thing, so I'm going to have to go over here to Bentley, which is not ideal because, you know, poison flying type, we already talked about this before, very good into a grass type. But it's kind of all I have, so I'm kind of thankful that I got my Pokemon to evolve before coming over here. And now, since we're over here, you know, up against a unfavorable matchup, it's time to start cursing. With Quick Claw too, so I even go first. Showing up for a brand new move here. We do a lower speed stat, which is a little bit unfortunate, but since we're already a slow Pokemon, it doesn't matter that much. However, in return, we get stronger and we get tankier. Not a bad trade-off. We only took 3 damage for that, which is pretty good. Honestly, I'm gonna curse again. Although she does actually have Toxic. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, so this here is a different kind of poison. A poison you don't see too often. This here is Badly Poison. How Badly Poison works is that the more turns you spend within a battle without switching at your Pokemon, the more poison damage you're gonna rack up. So as you can see, first off here, it only does 3 damage, nothing too major, but if we stay in for a couple of turns, it's actually gonna do more and more damage over time. And as of the turn 8 of this Badly Poison racking up, it is basically guaranteed to kill your Pokemon no matter what, because of how much damage it does after 8 turns. So we're gonna have to wrap up this battle pretty quickly. The good news is, though, is that Badly Poison is healed just like normal poison, so if you have an antidote or whatnot, you can heal Badly Poison just like that, so it's not too big a deal. It's more just annoyance, as you're gonna see here. It does a little bit more damage than free last time. What do you think you're doing to my Pokemon? I'm battling it like I'm supposed to. Goes for Leech Life. Thankfully not gonna hurt too much because I have 2 curses up, and you know, it's not a very strong move. But it does heal it a little bit, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna go for the tackle, get some big damage in on Zubat. Actually gets the 1-hit shot. Well, not the 1 shot, but pretty close to it. Power having 2 curses. Get some experience. And normally I want to switch out here to get Magic Curse of Experience. However, since I currently have 2 curses active, if I switch out, I'm actually going to lose both of them. So honestly, I think I actually want to stay in here and just battle her Perugly, because this is her ace in the hole, and it's actually a pretty scary Pokemon, honestly. This here's her Perugly, level 17, and I forgot it about its sprite in this game. Why is Perugly at an angle? She is strutting her stuff. Look at her go. What a queen. I forgot about this sprite. So this here is her Perugly, like I mentioned, level 17, normal type with the following moveset. And this thing can actually be kind of scary, and if you're not prepared, it can actually knock out your Pokemon surprisingly fast. Level 17 at this point in the game is actually kind of high level. Thankfully, though, we're a little bit high leveled, and it actually goes for Fake Out, which is kind of annoying because it's going to make me flinch. So I can't actually move for the turn. And now the poison damage is really racking up. So honestly, I'm going to try and get a Razor Leaf off, but honestly, I might just get knocked out here. Okay, I actually live. And I have 2 curses up, and I also have my ability Overgrowth since I have low HP. This is going to do a lot of damage. Okay, Perugly is normally terrifying. I legitimately have lost battles to this thing before, but thankfully, things kind of just worked out here. I had a lot of reasons to use, I had like a lot of multipliers to my damage, so that worked out. So thankfully, we barely scraped by. This can't be, I lost? To an uppity brat? Yeah, that's right, my turtle's stronger than your entire team, what about it? Oops, I messed that one up. That's alright though, I quite enjoyed our battle. My, lose to a child, will you? But no matter, we've collected plenty of electricity. With the power we obtain, we can do something quite spectacular. It seems quite obvious to me, Chera, the G is even the boss recognizes. Now, Maz, we should be going. Will you shut it? The boss is the only person in the who's allowed to order me around. You can keep quiet around me, you only joined us recently. Don't think you're important. I guess it's time to say goodbye, and leave for the time being. Team Galactic. They were saying they had to gather Pokemon energy no matter what. Just for creating a new universe, or so they claimed. Nothing they said made any sorts of sense to me. I can't tell you how grateful I am for you for saving me. I can finally see my little daughter again. Speak of the which... Papa! Ah, yuck, Papa, you're stinky. Go shower now, stinky. Oh, sorry. They had me working non-stop. Thank you, trainer. You make those bad people go away. How did the balloon Pokemon come visiting again? The balloon Pokemon, you say? Interesting. We'll have to keep that in mind. However, more importantly... yeah, I'm sorry, Bentley, but I think the poison's gonna catch up and kind of just, wait for it. It's coming any second now. Yeah. Thankfully, in this game, your Pokemon won't actually faint from poison. But, it's not gonna be pretty. It leaves your Pokemon on 1 HP, and then the poison will go away. So it's still quite the nuisance if your Pokemon does get poisoned. But, thankfully, unlike the older Pokemon games, you don't just get flat out knocked out, which is kind of nice. Ah, yes, it is you, yes. I've heard the tale of Team Galactic appeared at this power plant. I have therefore come running. So, the Team Galactic, where are they? You've run them off, you say? You are a trainer, but... Very well, I shall go investigate inside. He's fashionably late, but it wouldn't be Luca if he wasn't, you know? Magnificent, yes it is. What you have said is all true. Superb, though you are young, you are a trainer through and through. Very well, I shall pursue the culprits. I received tips that the Team Galactic hideout is in Eternia City. So there, I must be off. It seems everything we look at and everything we talk to wants us to go to Eternia City, so I think we have our next destination for sure. That being said though, that mention of the balloon Pokemon that the girl mentioned is actually true, and there is a special event that can appear here particularly on Fridays, and not gonna lie to you, when I'm recording this, it is currently Monday, so it's gonna be quite some time before we're gonna actually talk about that, but trust me, we'll be back here on a Friday to talk about what she was talking about. And also, as you can see, since Team Galactic has left, Route 205 is now officially open for us to properly explore without anybody getting in our way. However, I need to heal up our Pokemon because, yeah, even though we got through that battle, barely, honestly, it did still take it did some damage. We need to heal this off. So there's so if you want to do the honors, I appreciate it. And with that being said, we did enough this episode, I feel. So next time on Pokemon Platinum, now that the way that Route 205 is officially cleared out and we can actually explore properly, we'll be doing just that in the next episode. And also, since we're gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a little bit since I've recorded the next part, in my opinion, or from what I'm thinking, we'll probably check out the honey trees as well if we get the chance, before we head on out and explore what lies beyond. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna be exploring Route 205 and onward, making our way to Eternia City, because literally everything has been pointing us towards that direction. Team Galactic's base is apparently over there, Barry's apparently gone over there, the next gym leader's apparently over there, there's just a billion reasons to go to Eternia City, so we better get going on over there. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.